Hey, this is the Backyard Mechanics series, and I have this 1998 Dodge Dakota pickup that is having electrical problems to the spark. Stay tuned, we'll troubleshoot, we'll get a part installed. Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I've got this 1998 Dodge Dakota pickup truck, SLT. I have been having problems with it. Okay, troubleshooting. I'm driving along, all of a sudden it just quits. Pull off to the side of the road, I restart it, no problem with the battery or connections. Then on some occasions, driving down the road, it stops. Drift over to the side of the road, won't start, keep turning it over, no spark. Now it has done this to me on probably 8 occasions, and twice it stopped and refused to start up again. Another time was as late as yesterday. And this has been since I had a complete tune-up on this vehicle. We replaced the spark plugs, the spark plug wires. We even replaced the rotor and cap, and also the points. And the only thing I can think of, now I know it's not a fuel issue because we replaced the fuel pump in the gas tank. We also replaced the sensor in the transmission, which senses the speed. But now I had this other problem. It happened to me again twice this week, and yesterday it quit, would not restart, and several hours later when it cooled down, I decided, you know what, it started up, I was able to finish my job, but the problem is it's going to keep doing that to me. So what I did is I went down and I'm thinking, it's got to be the coil. Because it's an electrical issue. We were not getting spark to the spark plug wires. And so what I did is I went down to my local auto parts store and I bought a new OEM cable, or a coil, ignition coil. So this is really simple to install on this vehicle because it's right on the front of the engine. So let me show you how easy it is and see if it's going to be our problem fixer. Okay, that coil is right here. Okay, that is held in by 2 bolts, or yeah, and they're Phillips, so it's tight in there. So I'll have to use this, and I'll have to use this ratchet, or box end ratchet, to get that out of there. So let's go ahead and loosen those screws. Now we just carefully take this one off, the bottom, the plug, and then remove this one off the top. Okay, a slight distraction here in the midst of replacing my coil. I want to carefully show you guys something. There's been a noise going on over my shoulder that just caught my attention, and now I realize I'm going to share this with you. There are 3 buck over there, and they were crashing antlers in an antler lock. That's what I was hearing as crash, crash. And there's another buck down there rubbing his antlers on that tree. Okay, there's 2 doe over there also, with those 2 buck. Okay, so much for the sideshow. I gotta get busy and get back to my truck and get that thing fixed. Okay, now the install. Yeah, see, there it is. It's only held in by 2 bolts, and it's just, this is what the bolts look like. And then I'm hoping this is the piece that is not good. So, put a little lubricant on that, and then reverse the order of install. Plug this back in. Make sure it's seated down all the way. Plug this back in. Again, make sure it's seated all the way. And then place my first bolt in there. And my second bolt. And then reverse the wrench and tighten them down. Okay, I had to be creative at coming up with a specialty tool to access this point. So we managed, got it out, got the new one in, and now we're going to start it up and see how it goes. Well, I'm hoping that was the problem. We shall see. I can't tell right off the bat if that wasn't the problem. But if the truck dies again, then I know I have to move on to something else. But at least I got some new parts in here and gave it a complete tune-up now, including the coil. That may have been the original coil. And I had problems with another vehicle of this same sort where we would lose all connection. What happened was on the rotor cap, inside the rotor cap, when you take the rotor off, there's a little button, Springfield button, or point that touches down on your your rotor. And over a period of time, it would wear down enough. I think it's graphite. Anyway, it wore down enough to where when it got too warm, it lost contact. So it was fine in the morning when we started the vehicle up. It started, but as you ran, it lost its connection and the truck just died until it cooled off. Then it made that connection again. So I know it wasn't the rotor and cap. I've been having the problem all along, even before the situation with the it's turning off and before I had it tuned up. So I'm figuring it definitely, most likely was the coil, because there's where electricity comes from that goes to the distributor and distributes the electric impulses to each spark plug. Well, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm in the Backyard Mechanics series. I have several of these series going on where I repair several different vehicles, including a Jeep, the Ford Thunderbird. I got another project I got to do on my Chevy 1-ton dually. You've seen a video on that where I changed out, I put a new fuel pump in the fuel tank. That was a challenge. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode. And how about that sideshow with the 2 bucks locking antlers? That was kind of cool. And then the other one scraping his antlers on the tree. Please subscribe. Click that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Also, check out my other videos that I have. I left links down below in the description for you on a creative way of buying land. Yep, and there's that. Click that bell icon once you subscribe. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Also, clicking that share button, sharing my videos on your social media platforms also helps out. Hey, give us a thumbs up, like this show right here, and always remember, be safe, please. Be safe, and always be kind. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.